All right, now that takes care of that. Let's see what's going on here. How come I can't change it? That card is actually it's look at God.
Shalom, 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 Elder David. Shalom, David. Shalom, everyone. Once again, you're under the sounds of the voice of Kahan Tazadak and the Elder 2 times. David. Name was so magnificent, they had to name him 2 times. David, how are you feeling this afternoon, at this evening, should I say? You was just here, David. I could just hear you loud and clear. Now, what is going on that you're not responsive? David, your mic was just working. I'm not sure what you've done. Nevertheless, I'm here once again to welcome those that's worthy to come out, or should I say come on, this weekend for the Operating Secured webinar, which is actually going to take place from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, both Saturday and Sunday. You can register now by clicking the link below this video on YouTube. You will also find the link in the comments section. So click the link to register now. Do not wait until the last minute. The capacity that I could actually hold on Zoom is 100 people. And we have just about half of that right now. So I encourage you to register now before it is too late. You could click the link again below this video. There's also a link in the comment section. One of the other things I'm going to ask you to do is to go ahead and give a thumbs up as you enter the room. Not because the video is monetized, but because it will attract others to the channel. Others should also have the reward of hearing this message as well. Not just you should get the remedy. David, you have anything you would like to bring forth before I go into this? David, you look frozen in space. Do you have anything you would like to say? Looks like you froze. So I recommend a reboot or what have you, David. Looks like your system is actually froze. Shalom, Celicia. Nice to see you on again. So again, the webinar going to cover various topics, which is actually going to take place this Saturday and Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Reason I'm doing things like this is because there's a lot of people that are allegedly secure party creditors, which means they're creditors only by claim and only by filing paperwork, but they're really debtors that just file some document and think themselves to be creditors. Many say that racism contributes to their conditions. Many say that being poverty-stricken in a ghetto contributes to their condition, and that's why they cannot do better. Many say the circumstances that they were given is responsible for their current condition. Tazadak says, au contraire. I contend that those circumstances, those conditions, those environment do not define the man or the woman. It reveals exactly who you are. And if you cannot overcome that, it is your fault that you cannot aspire to greater heights. It's not my fault. It's not David's fault. It's not the white man's fault. It's not Donald Trump's fault. Some of you foolishly think it's going to make a difference in your life whether or not Donald Duck is in office or Joe Fighting is in office. Does it really matter, David, if it's the devil or Satan in office? Are you still not going to get hell? You're still going to get hell. Both parties are under the same satanic vibration, which is the Luciferians. They're under Satan's authority. So, brothers and sisters, if you're wise, you will attend this webinar. And one of the things that I must make very clear, let me make this abundantly clear. If you are unable to make one of the days of the webinar, don't ask me, can you get a damn recording? Is there, David, is there stupid? Help me out here, David. Do I have stupid or something on my hat right here?
No, it's little letters, but I don't see any stupid on it.
This says Tazadak is Yahweh's work, not stupid. I've already had morons that take my books, pull them apart, and try and reprint them and make a profit. Do you really think I'm so stupid that I'm going to give people a digital copy of my webinar so it could be all over the damn world and you profiting off of it? I hate that damn spirit, man. I hate that spirit in a lot of these people, man. And it's mainly these damn jakes. I done had about 10 people. Oh, I can't. Then don't damn donate. If you think you're going to get a copy, don't donate. That incenses me, man, because I feel as though you're trying to take advantage of me. Why in the hell are you accosting me? That incenses me, man. I'm not stupid. Don't try and play me for some I may be an idiot because I don't comprehend your world. I exist outside of your world. I know very little about your world, which is failure. So I'm an idiot to your world. I only know how to succeed. And then if I fall down to get up and do it again, and fall down and get up and do it again, and fall down and get up and do it again. I don't know about always being a bum. Always got a damn handout, want something. Want a free handout. This is not no damn stimulus webinar. Oh, Taj Doc, can I get this? Can I get that? Yo, you better go and talk to the de facto. They'll give you a benefit and you surrender them more control. Wrong venue. If you want to be a slave. Warning. Attending this webinar may render you educated, or should I say educated and informed. So if you want to remain an ID 10T, an idiot, please don't attend this webinar. It is only for those that want to grow. In the process of evolution and growth, always attain with pain and struggle. So I didn't say it would be an easy growth. You're going to have to burn the midnight oil. You're going to have to study, and study again. But don't try and play me like I'm stupid. I don't give a damn if you're a trucker and you are on the road and I'm not giving you my damn webinar. If you want it, then you earn it with fiat currency. It's quid pro quo. You get the DVDs, tender a donation. A workman is worthy of his hire. See, that's the problem with too many damn people, man. You always want a handout. Haven't you learned from that? The system's always giving you handouts, and you don't like what they give you in return. When you go and you take a handout, now you give them control. It's time. We got to do better than this, man. We've got to do better. It's your responsibility to learn. Is it my fault that you can't attend? What the heck does that have to do with me, David? You can't attend. Oh, okay. Tell the doc I can't attend. You better let me get your DVDs. Au contraire. I beg to differ. Not in this day and time, my brothers or sisters, or should I say my leeches. See, there's always a small faction of people that always want to take advantage. And you've been going through life and you've been doing just that. Those are the people that I've gotten out of my circle, man. I have a small circle of people, man, that I allow around me, and that's it. Most of the times I'm away from people, man. I don't let too many people within my circle because I don't trust people like that, because you've proven that you can't be trusted. You like to take advantage, and you like handouts. You like stimulus checks, but you don't like to stimulate your brain and earn. You don't want to put in the work. This requires work. Like anything that has value attached to it, you got to put in some work, man. If you're not willing to do the work, then don't come on the webinar. Oh, you people that's going around telling others that you're secure party creditors, you don't know how to handle a simple commercial presentment. What is that? What is that all about? I got a brother that I've been talking to for the past 2 weeks, Yasha Beam. He doesn't know how to handle a traffic ticket after watching my videos. I talked to him 4 to 5 times. It got to a damn point that I done an affidavit for him for free. So he will leave me the hell alone. And he still didn't get that. This dude couldn't even put together a damn coherent sentence. And he wrote it in all capital letters. I said, brother, you can't submit something like this into the court. They're going to laugh at you, man, and throw it out. They wouldn't even accept this, man. You misspell words. It's okay, a little bit off, but damn, man. In all capital letters. So everything's a fiction now. Come on, man. We got to do better. Yeah, one of the first things he said when he called me, hey, by the way, I'm a secure party creditor already. I said, well, who done your documents? Why are you calling me? How's that working out for you? You can't handle this? It's a simple traffic issue. So I told him what to do, and he's still struggling with it. You got to be able to carry your own, man. You got to wake up, man. It's time for people to wake up. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that's already registered, and all praises due to the Most High. You'll be glad that you did. But I'm going to tell you to come with your thinking cap on, and your also, some of you need to duct tape your damn mouth so that your brain could receive the information. Because some of you come on and you talk too damn much, asking all these damn questions, and you're blocking everyone else from receiving information. And you know who you are. It gets to the point that I tell you, you can't ask any more questions because you're not being fair to others. That kind of selfish mentality will get you nowhere in life. Consider others, man. Learn to start giving instead of always taking. For the past couple weeks, man, I've been getting this. There's always one or two that's just question after question. You need to donate for damn coaching. The webinar's not for you alone. Show some damn decorum. You know who you are. You was doing it last week. Couple people a week before I shut their ass down because they just kept question after question after question and then think it's funny. I don't have to answer it. But you know, when I feel like people trying to take advantage, then I got to speak up. I got a lot of people that's, oh yeah, can I get a copy? Hell no. Not no, but hell no. Hell no. So you can put it online, sell it, whatever. I mean, I might just look stupid. Must be stuck on me somewhere, man. I must just look stupid. I'm gonna play stupid with them. Our people love to play stupid, man. Like I'm gonna give you a copy, and this damn one Morris lady did it the first week. She donated, and she purposely didn't attend. And then as soon as the webinar was over, she told me, "Could I send her? I ain't sending you a damn thing." I said, "You purposely did that. You know that you had to register for this." And she told me, "Oh, you're too emotional." I said, "Well, you're entitled to that belief. You're entitled to that belief. But it's mighty funny. You know who I am. I don't know who the fuck you are. You don't want to contact me. But now I'm this and that, so on and so forth." And that's how I remember you from a few years ago. You know who you are. She's probably listening. And check this out, man. I'm tell you something, man. It's funny how people work, man, because there's a lot of these debtors that have animosity towards me, but they still watch my videos. They change their name. By the way, Eliezer ordered a book today. Yashabin, what the hell are you doing? Do teach his own wife? Eliezer, you need to come back because the Most High is going to deal with you, man. He ordering books. He ordered the real Hebrew Israelites versus Khazaria, but he won't come to meetings and nothing like that. What is that all about? What the heck is that about? Yeah, he orders a book. The real Hebrew Israelites versus. I say, man, hold on, man. Warner Robbins. You know who that is. That right? That right?
Yeah, you need that support system, man. You know, folks that come in to the fold and fall off, it's always the same thing, man. So we've been actually praying for you, brother.
Can't do it alone, man. Most High's gonna jack you up, man. You can't. You haven't been keeping the high holy days. You cannot be an individual light and think you're gonna make it. You're ordered as a man. You're ordered to congregate, man. You're ordered to congregate. Holy convocations mean to come together. But I don't want to go off on that topic. David, you got something? Before I drop some jewels, Yashabim, you got something?
Dude, I'm waiting for some jewels.
I was gonna say, for all you APBC and TDOC members, hey, the Most High is moving. You know, he moves in his own way according to, you know, where you at. So just keep your ears to the street, stay with the, messages, and don't be a stranger to your brother.
Come. Marty Ma, I don't know where you at, good brother, but I did send you a link as well. We see little red ladies on here, Yashabin. You know, she was in
I noticed the last time she just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah. she been doing, her own thing, but it's all good, man. Maybe the Most High bring her back. So to prepare you for this webinar, this is like a prerequisite, right? And so one of the things that I need to emphasize is that you have to stop speaking with forked tongue and suffering from aphasia. Where's my brother, Mikael? I want him to hear this. Stop suffering from aphasia. Not that he's undergoing any of this, man, but Mikael always add that extra vibe. So you got to stop speaking with a forked tongue and suffering aphasia and learn to speak in quantum language. And so this particular webinar, Living Secured, will teach you to speak quantum language. So I'm gonna really make clear what quantum language is and teach you how to speak. So this is a very valuable stream right here, and really should have been a part of the webinar, because I'm going to show you. Most of you go into court and you think you clearly comprehend what's going on. I'm going to show you don't understand a damn thing. You listen to these people on YouTube and you learn just enough to get you in trouble. Book of Genesis 11 verse 7. It says, "Come, let us go down and take away the sense of their languages." This is why you suffer aphasia. The sense of your languages were taken away, so that they will not be able to make themselves clear to one another. Most of you speak. You're speaking in colloquial speech, common parlance. So when you go into one of these public venues, these colorful venues, they're speaking legalese. You assume that you comprehend, but you really don't. Now, since the Tower of Babel, my good brother David, watch this, David. Watch this. Man has spoken, yet not comprehended the sounds that he's spoken. Watch this, watch this. Octavi. Akmavina vri. Akmavini vri. No response. Which proves the scriptures correctly. See, our language is not what we think we say, right? Because Yahweh confused the language of the whole world. How did he do that? One might ask. David might ask. David said all the time, well, I don't know. I mean, I got to get used to using the word Yahweh. Well, you better hurry up and get used to it, David.
I will.
Did the Most High, the Supreme Elohim, add all these other languages? See, in truth, it's not the other languages. See, before the Tower of Babel, man spoke one language, which can be traced back through linguistics to its root language. So, really, all languages come from the root language. Do you understand? You understand, Jacob? Wake up. As we move into this so-called new age, right? We must begin to speak a new quantum language. One everyone will comprehend. Although learning a new language seems difficult, it's not really. It's just speaking and writing the way language was meant to be spoken and written with correct sentences, structure, and the now time. Now, since quantum language, my good brother David, is really math, and math is right and exact. One can compare it with an algebraic expression. X equals Y plus OU. Make sense, David? X equals Y plus OU. Understand what I'm saying, David?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you're here, but do you understand what I'm saying? I know you're here.
Yeah, I saw what you did.
David.
Yeah,
You stutter with
I heard what you did. I
So-
heard what you did with IOU.
I didn't say no. I ain't saying. Okay, all right. Quantum language, David, is scientific and clear. It's not dependent of judicial or other interpretations, right? Now, in the U.S. Code, there are 30 definitions of United States. I've looked it up. There's 30 definitions of United States. The United States could be an adverb, it could be an adjective, it could be a noun, etc. Now, for the past 5,000 years, mankind has essentially been creating fictions with adverbs, with verbs, use of language. Judicial discretion may be something like interpreting a phrase based upon some previous interpretation of that phrase. That's known as judicial discretion. A robe, by the way, those who are not aware, when I say robe, I'm talking about the black priestly robe that comes into the court and the bailiff says, all rise. Some of you refer to it as a judge. So when a robe who may be doing a review of a pleading or evidence could take judicial discretion in interpreting what you're saying. If you're just stating adverbs, right? all over the page, David. You're not stating facts. You are fictionalizing your speech. Spoken language is always fiction. 2 TO plus 2 TOO equals 4 FORE. You see that? Is that true or is it not true, David? Listen, you got to really listen, David. I'm trying to get you to think with the opposite side of your brain. Did you catch what I just said, David? 2 TO
I did.
plus 2 TOO equals 4 FORE. Is that a fact, David? Is that the truth? You see how spoken language could deceive you? This is how people get in trouble in a colorable venue. See, if you're just stating adverbs and verbs all over the page, you're not stating facts. You see what I'm saying? In any language, a noun can be clearly identified in a statement only. Remember this, David. I'm teaching you how to write your affidavits right now. A noun can clearly be identified in a statement only when it comes at the end of a prepositional phrase, after an article, preposition, article, noun. Verbs don't exist. Noun equals no. No equals yes. Did you catch that one, David? Prepositions. For, of, with, by, in, on, as. Remember those, David? Remember those from grammar class? Getting quiet on me, David. David, you seem an eloquent man until one begins to break it down and you discover that most people truly suffer aphasia. Avoid, under, over, right? Certain words, by their structure, miracles happen, or naturally nullified what you're trying to do, especially if you're speaking to truth. When the word for is used, that equals cause, right? When the word of is used, that equals effect. When the word with is used, that equals possession. When the word by is used, that equals authority. When I have by and I sign Tazadak Shah, that's authority. That's the authority. As when we talking in the language of law, as equals in the capacity of. You understand? Not what you've been taught in colloquial speech. Words don't mean how they sound. And so be careful of using behind, using a word above or below, because a judgment is being made about the position, which may be open to interpretation. Every noun that you want to distinguish as such is best put at the end of a prepositional phrase. I'm going to say that again, David. Every noun is best put at the end of a prepositional phrase. Articles. Remember what articles, David? This, the, a, any, are. These are articles. See, using the a, this, the respondent, the defendant, etc., right? It keeps you separate and distinct from the claim. Be careful with your my, your, mine, as you join with and or identified with a fiction. Say this claim rather than my claim. Don't say my claim. Say this claim. You understand? For the United States of the American Republic. preposition, article, compound noun, preposition, article, noun. United, is that not past tense, David? United is past tense, so I'm still fictionalizing my language. Can this be true in the now? I want you to think. I'm trying to get people to think. I don't teach you what to think. I'm teaching you how to think. It's a simple question. Miracles happen. United being past tense. Am I not fictionalizing my language? Because can this be true in the now time jurisdiction? And if not, when is it true, David? If I'm going over some people's head, forgive me. I'm trying to make this as simplistic as possible. Union states. One definition in the U.S. Code that I read, David, rather than the United States, is better. North American Republic is better than just American Republic. More clarity is there. And it's now time jurisdiction. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't understand, don't say that you understand. I'll use the word comprehend so you don't think I'm talking in legalese. See, every law that's written has the word shall. I think I taught you guys about that before. What exactly is that, David? Every law that's written has the word shall. Now. David likes to say that a lot. Now. But what does it really mean?
Now. Shall means you could do it or you could not do it.
Well, it could mean that, David. But since I'm speaking and this forum is instructed and headed by Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, I'm going to ask you to remain silent and let the Spirit speak, and we'll see if we're speaking to shall from that perspective. Every law that is written has the word shall. Now stop me where I'm lying at. You can't. Now, shall is always in the future, David. Shall. Is that not futuristic? When is it actually enforceable then, David? You shall spend 2 years in prison. If shall is in the future, they can't be talking to me in the now. See, it's called aphasia. Most people don't get it. When is it actually enforceable? 2 years from now? See, if a fact is not in the now jurisdiction, is it even a fact, David? I want you to think. What about it, a sower seed? If a fact is not in the now jurisdiction, is it even a fact? If it is always in the past or the future, it's a fiction, brothers and sisters. What am I teaching you? I'm teaching you quantum language, how to speak correctly. Your affidavits don't work because you don't know how to write. You don't understand the language of law. You don't understand quantum language. You think you know how to speak because of the bullshit that they taught you in school. And this is why they treat you like a damn buffoon when you go in the courts. You think you got a nice affidavit there. Man, I picked that damn thing apart like Mr. Potato Head. And then put it back together so it'll make sense and get you some remedy. This is why your remedy don't work, because of aphasia. If it's in the past, if it's in the future, you're not dealing in the now jurisdiction. Do you understand? Every statement that uses the past and future tense words place the statement outside of the now, and that statement is never true. Do you follow me? This is important, man. This is very important. If you don't get this, forget about it. Like the grease balls say, forget about it. Forget about being a creditor. There's two entities in this world. It's a debtor and a creditor. And right now, most people in the sounds of my voice are debtors. They only think they're creditors. What is in the now is true, no matter what. Or when you read it, David, do you comprehend that? Everything that comes into the court is in the fiction language. So the robe is always interpreting because you're writing in a fictional language. Where are you putting the adverb? The verb fictions. Where are you putting them at? And how is he interpreting those fictions? See, one of the most important things in a pleading or a contract or a trust is your definitions. Anything you want legally binding, you want an extensive definition section. The robes and international litigators are learning quantum language. They've already been working with this for a decade. Within a decade, it would be the standard language. There would be a rewriting of all contracts, constitutions, treaties, etc., etc. Already, all international treaties are written in quantum language. Stop me where I'm lying at. David, I see you trying to hide your face. We can only see the bottom of your
you ain't lying.
We can only see the bottom of your chin, David. You trying to hide your face. You can run, but you can't hide, David. Oh, this is powerful, David. It might floor you, but just get back up off of the floor, David. That's what's going on, David. Language is being used to restructure the entire world's economic system on all bonds, all the instruments being passed. See, this will probably never be a public language because they don't want you to know this language. Do you follow me? Dolores Taylor. Thumbs up as you come into the room, man. More people need to hear this. There's too many people that has aphasia. So you got to learn to structure your claims in quantum and the now time. Dolores, a sower seed, Jacob, wake up. Tazadak has already a claim of life, the equivalent of a birth certificate in this language. Now be mindful that when Tazadak writes, Tazadak, he's unaffected by everything that comes after. If he wanted to associate what comes after with Tazadak, if he wanted to make Tazadak responsible for whatever comes after in the statement, it would be the last thing in the sentence after the preposition, by. It creates accountability and responsibility. The word by creates responsibility and accountability. Describe the action by the defendant, not the defendant did this. Do you follow me? Tazadak must drive his brother home. There's no guarantee that Tazadak is a noun because there is no preposition. It could be an adverb, verb, or adjective, adverb. This statement is fictional in my way, right? And completely up to interpretation. Rather, for the driving of the claimant's brother to the claimant's house is with the duty of this claimant by this claimant. Contract equals charter vessel. See, the name or the subject at the beginning disqualifies the name from being attached to the statement following it. On the other hand, putting your name on the front indemnifies you from being attached to the statement following. Putting your name on the front indemnifies you from everything that follows. The robe knows this, and he looks for this. But you see the problem, David? The people don't know it. The people don't know it. The kingdom of Hawaii claim their sovereignty from the United States via quantum language claim with a quantum language constitution. Some of the compound nouns separated by hyphens are 10 words long, subcategorizing, right? Very specific. The international courts recognize them. Why are they still a state? They haven't paid their debts. They haven't discharged all the debts of the state of Hawaii. Do you understand? An important factor of quantum language, now time language, is that the only verbs are is and are, which shows actions or violations. A violation equals will in action. I'm going to say that again, David. A violation equals a will in actions. AU, authority, authenticity, autograph. Let's go, man. Every word is related to every other word by design or infinite wisdom. Which, how we put letters in what order defines the word. Infinite wisdom in all the movies, all the songs, reserved speech. Clearly defining nouns. No, N-O-U-N. No equals yes. Neither this nor that. Pronoun is a triple negative. So don't use pronouns, David. I say it again. Lena Birch, a pronoun is a triple negative, so don't use pronouns. They don't have a clear-cut definition. The United States Constitution is filled with adverbs, verbs, and pronouns. Nothing is clearly defined. Do you follow me? Colons. Remember those two little dots, David? Hyphens. These are hieroglyphics representing prepositional phrases. Tells a Doc Shaw. Kahan is a way to write the names so that it is a noun. It is a noun for Tazadak Shah of the family of Shah. Don't write your name like this unless your entire document is in quantum language. Violation number 1 takes it out of being a mathematical object and makes it into a noun position. See, creditors can use this language to state a superior claim upon which relief can be granted. Who just came in the room? Marty Ma. Or Marty Ma, I'm teaching them how to speak, man. I'm teaching them how to overcome aphasia.
Shalom, young brother. Shalom. What's going good?
Shalom.
Shalom. Any statement written in quantum language, prepositional phrases, has the same meaning in any language on the earth. Do you follow me? Any statement written in quantum language structure, a prepositional phrase, has the same meaning in any language on the earth. And it's provable backwards and forward. Quantum language doesn't use negatives. I tell people to stay away from negativity. For the this is not for the that. For the driving of this car is with the knowledge of the driver. For the driver of this car is with the knowledge of the driving. For the knowledge of the driver is with the driving of this car. 0 equals a conjunction and a R. 1 is an adverb. 2 is a verb. We're dealing with mathematics here, Dave. Do the math. 3 is an adjective. 4 is a pronoun. 5 is a preposition. 6 is an article. 7 is a noun. 8 is past tense. And 9 is future tense. So to ask questions, put the only verb is or are in front of the statement. I tell people to always ask questions because he that is asking is asking. How do you do that? The statement you was going to make, just put the word is a R in front of it. We've used adverbs, verbs, fictions for the past 5,000 years. Hawaii in some other negative language or in a quantum language structure. You understand? Should, my good brother David, infers someone is wrong. Right? Should infers someone is wrong. You should do this. That infers that someone is wrong. Stop me where I'm lying at. You said, no, tells that, well, I should do that. Well, au contraire. It still infers that someone is wrong. No matter how you use the word should, it infers that someone is wrong. Use could just delete. Wait. WAIT, wait. To listen, access, to fulfillment. But negates. Does it not? Oh, I would do this, but. That negates. But negates all proceedings. Use cancel, use delete. Don't use but. Take it from your language. Stop using I would do but. As soon as you say but, you just destroyed. You negated everything that you say. I listen to how people speak. Yeah, I would do it, but. Okay, we stop right there and we'll hear anything else you got to say. You just negated everything that you say. Oh, yeah, you can make $1,000, but you just negated everything that you said. It negated all proceedings. Karma. Quid pro quo. Not necessary if lessons are remembered. Use excuse me and choose to change effortlessly. Try. What does the word try mean, David? It's used instead of using the word try, use the word intend or attempt. Don't use the word can't, use the word won't. Some of you use the word need, want. Use create or I choose. This is how you write good affidavits. Instead of say I think, use I feel, I know, or just delete it. Don't use it at all. Instead of using the word accident, coincidence, mistake. Use synchronicity. Instead of using the word learn, use remember. All is known. Instead of using the word work, use creation. Use play. Instead of using the word seem. Instead of using the word appear, use allow for change. A perception or position I take. Don't use I appear because they ripped that apart in court. Oh, you appeared to see him driving. They will rip that apart. Don't use the word hope. Hope is an affirmation of doubt. I hope. When you use faith, knowing all is perfect when you use faith. You understand? Guilt is about what should have been done. Procrastination is thinking about work, deadlines. Use a switch between planning and doing. Thought efficiency quotient, right? Number of thoughts required to accomplish a task repeated throughout adds up to a lot of wasted time. You understand? Anger. Anger means you're missing info. Anger comes from fear. Anger signals a time for change. Unresolved anger becomes an addiction. You understand? Hatred is a reflection of something I don't like about me. This is why whites hate so-called blacks. So-called blacks hate so-called whites. You know why? There's something deficient about yourself. Hatred is a reflection of something you don't like about yourself. You understand? What we hate. We create until we love it. Aggression. Why do people get aggression? The mentality of a lack rather than abundance. That's why you get aggressive. Fraud. Fraud starts outside of the herd mentality that creates fear therein. Own that I'm genuine regardless. Fear equals fiction. Thinking about a dark future, that's fear. Present tense is guilt. Guilt is present tense of fear. Fear drains your life force. Controllers, bullies, authorities are all giving my energy by my choice for not knowing my own control and my own authority. Divine authority acknowledges it is greater than my own. See, it is created externally when not present within me. It is shared. Making someone wrong makes me wrong, right? Everything is made perfect in the now. Self-control, that's the universal control. Love functioning inside creates your outside. You understand? Fear functioning outside creates your inside. Fear, that's separation. That's inadequacy. That's sadness. That's anger. That's depression. That's loneliness. That's hatred. That's greed, envy, lust, frustration, embarrassment, confusion, dismay. Fear and energy returns to me. That's what all of this derives from fear. Fearlessness is not stupidity. Marty Mark, fearlessness is not stupidity. Comparing myself to be a debtor or a defendant. Evolution to remember and sickness. So in order, knowing by spirit and grace, knowing by brain and mind, knowing by body, mostly pain, sometimes joy. Agony opens the mind to solution. Pain, disease, whatever. When you undergo agony, when you undergo difficulties, only then is your mind open to solutions. Do you understand? Chronic pain, my good brother David, chronic pain anywhere is refusal to remember a lesson. Lower back pain. You've been trying to please others too much. Neck pain. You've been defying authority. Brain nerves. That's a refusal to change. A cold. The body demanding downtime. You need more rest. Bodily malfunction. Any kind of body malfunction. That's some sort of forgetting, some amnesia. Tension. That's a misplaced attention. When you get tense, that's misplaced attention. Your sicknesses is from unhealed trauma in your past. Judging anything includes germs, causes them to stick in me. Right? Positive patterning, self-love, discipline, intention. No one removes me from others' fear, negative opinions. Just me. Only I could do that. Only me. So learning to speak the correct language and knowing what to say and using a proper language is imperative, especially when going into a public venue. Signature means no nature. It's a simulation. I'm going to say that again, David. Signature is no nature. Simulation. An autograph is real. So when they say they want my signature, no nature. It's a simulation. But an autograph is real. An autograph is authentic. An autograph is an author. An autograph is authority. An autograph is authorized, is gold. But a signature is no nature. It's a simulation. Do you understand? See, when Tyler Doc talks about sending in a money order, which is an asset, or a 1040V, he's talking about offsetting a liability of the funds of your return. If you reported $100,000 in income, that means there was $100,000 of liability out there because of your action. Tells the doc is aligned with the idea of offsetting public liability. However, if what we're doing is identifying and declaring the abandonment of our entrance and reporting the withholding of our entrance and then claiming a return of entrance, the process of claiming a return completes the circuit and removes the liability. A 1099 alpha, 1099 OID, 1040. Do what the money order did. Do you understand? The return isn't taxable, nor does it create a liability. You can pay your brother's debt, but you can't claim his entrance. Private bonds aren't meant for the public. Do you understand? It's quantum language, man. We got to know how to stand as men when we go before any kind of venue. So again, we're going to invite all of you to come out to this webinar this weekend. We got one more day, most high willing. Saturday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. For whatever reason, for this particular webinar, David, already more people has donated. You called it, David. Already more people has donated than previously. And you still have a day left. And you know the stragglers always come and donate the day of, and they run into problems. This time I will not be available for people that wait for the last minute and say I donate and I can't get in the room. That is not going to happen. I promise you. And allow me to take this time to reiterate. No, for those of you that can only attend one day, you will not get a copy of the webinar unless you donate when DVDs eventually come out. For the first webinar that I done 2 weeks ago, by the time that I finished editing that was 12 DVDs. Not to mention I had to edit the files. Then I had to get a print company to print a design on the DVDs. And now I have to burn those to disc. 12. So obviously the DVDs are going to be 2/3 more than what you donated for the webinar. It only makes sense that I be compensated for my time, energy, raw material. It only makes sense. That's all I have to say about that. Who has something? Marty Ma? David? Marty Ma? If they come out, they just might learn something. If they come out and they stop with all of the damn questions that some of them so often ask. Oh, see, Marty Ma fell out of the room again. Let me add him back. If they stop talking so damn much and asking so many questions and give others the opportunity to learn, Marty Ma, the questions are usually answered anyways. Like the guy last week. Oh, yeah, I had a question, but you answered it already. This is what we're trying to tell you. And y'all should be reiterated that to it. That's what we're trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, it usually goes down that way. But man, the Most High is definitely working, with you, because I was actually going over this for some weeks now, you know, on the private side. So now we got freaking we got the head of the organization doing the same thing. So it's just affirmation, man. Things are working out. Things are definitely
doing what?
working out. Quantum language.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It needs to be mathematically sound. And when you're speaking and it's not mathematically sound, you leave things up to interpretation. That makes me feel like you're trying to deceive me.
Come.
You know? So yeah, especially if you call yourself a creditor, this is a must. Hands down, nobody, I don't care who did your paperwork, whether it be Tazadak or somebody else, if you do not get this, you'll never be able to stand on your own. So you already said more folks have already donated. That's good. For those who have not, go ahead and get them in right now, because this is utterly important for you to stand alone.
Come. Marty Ma, what's going on, brother? Elder Marty Ma. Talk that talk.
Hey, what's good, brothers? Shalom. Hey, everything's good, Khan. You know, I received my package today. Thank you, Yashabin. Got my book. All good. Coast is clear. I'm feeling good, man.
Hey, Marty Ma, I'm telling you, man, that's not going to work unless you add the fasting in there. The fasting is very important. You need to detox your body first. You need to get some of the those detox herbs, man, and detox your body and fast. I'm not telling you you have to do it as long as they say, but as long as you can, until you can build up to it. Fasting heals many illnesses that they do not tell you about.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready for this weekend for that seminar, man. That energy, I'm all ready for it. Boy, it's gonna be another great seminar. I can feel it. I'm excited, man.
David, what you got in that cup, Elder David, what you got in that cup? I hope you're not backtracking, David.
I stopped.
I hope you're not backtracking.
I stopped drinking beer. I stopped drinking beer. I went back to Pepsi. Sorry.
I hope you're not backtracking, David, man. You need to switch that up to a herbal tea, man.
Yeah, man.
See, that's Pepsi. Yeah, my neighbor, she's into that. She'll teach me how to do it.
You can learn my head, David.
I put that in the
you're amongst family.
Yeah, I put that in the private, the text stream.
Thank you.
I think I put it out there for everybody.
Come on.
If you got questions, man, be here.
Right ahead, David.
Yeah, I don't mind being healthy. I do not mind being healthy.
Well, it ain't about keeping up, trying to have you around for more than a little bit. That's all.
David, we can see a new spirit on you, man.
Yeah.
I knew when you was drinking, David. And I said, man, this Negro right here is drunk. He's coming on the court. This Negro's drunk, man.
Yeah, you said it a couple of times.
I wanted you to hear me.
I heard you.
Yeah. This guy's drunk, man. What an embarrassment, man. But we still let him come on. I knew he was tipsy. Man.
Yes, thank you. I am grateful because it changed my life. I'm getting better and better. I'm not perfect yet, but I got perfection in me, and all I got to do is push it to the front. And you guys help me do that. You brothers help me do that. I'm general. I was looking in the private chat. I didn't see the link for the herbal tea.
It's there. I'll resend it, but I put the bulk items in there, so you put them together how you see fit. So just give me a shout tomorrow.
Hey, this guy Cam Feed said he texted me. Listen,
okay.
Man.
Okay.
I don't always answer these texts or whatever. You got something to say, you could come in the room. But if you was one of those people that asked me, could you get a copy of it? I'm not going to tell you just I'm going to tell you hell no. Hell no, man. Hell no. I want to make that perfectly clear, man. And that incenses me, man, because I feel like people be trying to get over on me. You know what I mean? You remind me of the damn dude that went to take my damn book and take it to a printer and sell it.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It is, man. The hell you think this is, man? This ain't no damn stimulus webinar where I'm giving out free videos. There ain't no damn stimulus webinar. Hey, Charles, no, let me get my stimulus dish. Yeah, I stimulate your behind with some right knowledge. You see down here, you take some notes. That's it, man. You want the DVDs, you wait until the DVD come out, most high willing.
God.
You're waiting for a damn handout, man. They look like they're damn they look like these Negroes, man. Act like they go into a damn church, to a damn soup kitchen. And getting always want something, man, for nothing. It's quid pro quo, man. Or tells not can I get au contraire? Not in this day and time, my brother.
No.
And if you don't know what the hell that means to the contrary, no. For all of you with thick skulls, no. Au contraire, no. To the contrary,
Au contraire.
what they think. La. Now that's real shock proof.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's wild, man. See, when those of you that are out there that continue to try to get something for nothing, you may get success with deceiving people, getting over on them for a period of time. But in the end, the way the Most High has set this world up, you're not going to have good success. You burning bridges, and nothing is going to go the way that you want it to go because you're not sowing. If you don't put forth anything, that means you're not placing any value into it. So you're not even going to treat it the same way unless you put something on the line for what you want. Time, energy, and in this private venue, fiat currency. That's just what it is.
Come on, man.
The precept for that is Paul said that he didn't want anything that didn't cost him something.
That's right. The link's in the room. That guy,
Cam Reed.
you could come on in the room, or anyone could come in the room. You have any questions, as long as they're not questions that require coaching, you can come on in the room and ask your question. Shalom, Benaiah. You need to go ahead and change that name, man. Who's this guy, Will Sims? They keep coming on our course. Who's this guy, man?
I don't know that guy. I think that's the guy that was throwing up.
I thought he died.
Yeah. The other guy, he ain't thrown up no more.
I thought this guy, Will Sims, died and came back as Benaiah. Gramps must be standing over his computer, man, watching this A move, man. I have to get him some pretty good privacy, man, so he can go ahead and change that name.
Yeah, he should be about ready to start here soon.
Yeah,
so ain't nobody in the backstage, huh? Nobody got any questions now?
Not yet. I see Dolores on here. Oh, yeah, Dolores. As you know, your book went out today. What happened to the little red lady? She disappeared.
Okay.
Anyone have anything? Anyone have any questions that they would like one of the elders to entertain? David, Marty, Ma. As you see, we got a lot of wisdom around here, man.
How do you put a comment in there? I'm able to read the chats, but I can't put a comment in there.
You gotta do it from a separate device.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Or just pull up the window and put it under your own login. But the private chat, only we can see that. They don't see that on the outside.
Got it.
Any questions? Anything about the webinar that's taking place this Saturday and Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m.? You're free to come in the room and have those questions entertained at this moment, not in the future. Now, and
Yeah, Kahan. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I feel I'm feeling good, the body and spirit and stuff, because this is about like helping each other. This is family over here, you know. And this
Right.
is I feel I'm feeling good, man. So I want to tell them that if they join in, they can be a part of this, man. They can have the same thing that I got. You know, I'm getting. You're gonna get knowledge. You're gonna grow and build like you probably never even thought you could achieve this, man. And you're gonna be a part of something great, transcending, man. I don't make none of this up. That's what's up, man. You know, when we do this, we having a good time. We learning powerful stuff, man, like real powerful stuff. So when the smoke clears, man, you know, don't look bad, you know, because you've been listening for a long time and didn't jump in. Do it, and you're gonna learn shit. I mean, you're gonna learn stuff that
Kevin Cole,
I'm gonna
does it
tell
matter?
you. You try to find it anywhere else, you'll never get it, man. You're gonna do great things. You know, these are great dudes. They're gonna be transcending, man. They're gonna talk about these brothers throughout thousands of years, man. It's about something important, you know. And then the general here, Yashbin, you know, you're gonna see it's transcending, man. Transcending. And what you learn is something that you can put no price on it. Yeah. You know? And they gave me a whole lot. And I'm old and still learning, man. Wait too long. I mean, I'm telling you, I just look back and see and wonder what makes some of you guys so scary and so uncommitted to doing the right thing. This is what's up, man. You know, I've been around here a long time, and we talk about stuff, man. And if you talk and nothing gets done, this is things that's getting done. You can use yourself. It brings power within you, and it transcends beyond you. But look, I'm gonna have to get the cord from my computer. So that's it. I just want to share that one, man. This is real. But that's it. Uh,
Come
uh,
on. Any questions besides what Kevin Cole has asked? When did you begin to take into consideration quantum language?
Why don't he come in? Click on the link and state your claim, Kevin Cole.
Cam Freed. If you was that person that asked me that question, then the answer is definitely no. But yeah, we actually had more people that signed up a little more promptly this time, which is actually a good thing. And the capacity is actually 100 people that I could actually hold on that Zoom. So you might want to go ahead and if you are anticipating attending, do it now. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't talk yourself out of it. After this time, I'm gonna have to take a break from these, man, because I'm working on a new book, and this is kind of exhausting me, man. Between the books, phone coaching people, and doing these webinars and research and putting together slides, it's like really draining.
wow.
Good.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Peace.
Peace. Hey, I was just asking about the quantum language, right? Because I've been into it for about say a year or maybe longer. I think since 2018. But you know, to me, it's useful technology. But I wasn't sure how strong it was due to, you know, the things I'm seeing. So like on Facebook, I'm a friendship to the group, the quantum language group. I just found them this year because I've been looking for people who teach it. So because I couldn't find who teach it, I had nothing but to view the videos that was left on YouTube before the guy passed away. Or I'm sorry, around the time the guy had passed away, David Wynn Miller. So there was some conflict between the two guys that created the technology, which was David Wynn Miller and Russell J. Gould. So I went on this search to find who Russell J. Gould was and what, I mean, not to find out who he was, but to see if he had like a website where he could actually, you know, teach the technology. But as time went on, I could only find that Facebook group, which it took me like a year to, you know, really find this guy. But, you know, to see that you actually believe in the technology, it just strengthened my I use the term my spirit, because it made me feel like I'm on the right path. So that's what made me ask the question, you know, when did you adopt the you know, the technology? Because, you know, I have been watching you also since like I think 2018, and this is my first time seeing you speak on it.
And there's a lot of things I know about that I don't speak on, but it doesn't mean that I don't know about it. Everything is relative to time.
I believe that. That's what made me ask the question, because I was like, man, he probably knew this stuff a long time ago, but you know, it just at this particular time, because I just got finished teaching a class. I teach also, so I was teaching a electrical class via the computer. I have to do virtual on Thursday. So one of my students, I just got off the phone with him before your seminar had started. Well, not the seminar, before your live stream started.
Right.
And I was showing him David Wynn Miller's website, and I was showing him about the is and the are, the pronoun. He was one of my students that stayed after class. And, you know, I was just showing him the technology per se. And so when I hopped off and I hopped on YouTube and I saw that you was live and I saw what you wrote on it, I said, wow. So in my opinion, you probably had, you know, because you're a very knowledgeable man, to my understanding, you probably had knowledge of this technology for quite some time, as I did. So to see you come out, you know, it's just, you know, it's a strengthening to myself that I ain't believing in, you know, something that don't have no solid foundation on it.
Cool.
I have a question.
When did David Miller die? Because I used to watch him. Like in 2018, I thought he was still alive. He was doing online interviews.
And to my knowledge, it was 2017 he died.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. So after listening to him and now listening to the Kahan, now I didn't get lost so much in the jargon because I heard it before. Much like you said, it made you feel better when you heard him say it. So you were already prepared. And now, so that's what I want for the new people. I want you to just keep listening, and then eventually you'll catch on. But if you hear it first and you don't understand it, you'll hear it later and you'll understand it. But the Kahan, he makes me want to learn it. Where when I was listening to David Wynn Miller, I was like, you know, what is this? He wasn't. He wasn't personable. You know, that's.
Yeah, he was a weird guy.
I don't know. He was personable to me. I picked up on it because, you know, I'm real big on, you know, I've been big on words since a kid, but I haven't gotten into being big on words in my daily walk as far as like living it out until I went through a situation with in divorce court with my ex-wife, and we went through child support. And once I dealt with the child support and I saw how they use words, like Tazadak was saying earlier, that they use the words to, let's just say, defraud the people, for lack of better words. And I saw how they use the words on me. And when I was able to, you know, receive some kind of like assistance on that matter, and then I defeated them back with the word, it was like, man, this stuff actually works. And I didn't use David Wynn Miller's technology. It was just, I used basically the words that came from them, I just used it back on them in order to defeat my case with child support.
Come.
Yeah, he's smart.
Congratulations.
That's good. Hey, Kevin, have you ever watched any of Tazadok's old videos or ordered any of his books?
Well, it's 2 years later, and I'm looking heavy into investing in his books because I just
So the
got
answer is
into
no.
the idea.
All right.
I
So
just got into the idea of investing in myself. I just learned that.
So I was just going to say, even if you get some of his earlier books, not the recent ones, the ones that, came out 3-4 years ago, quantum language is in all of his documents and remedies there.
Mhm.
So similar to yourself, I came across the whole David Wynn Miller thing and how they basically, went to the UN. I was real interested in that whole process of, them claiming their country and then they getting their gold back and all that other stuff. So, but since you haven't, but when you do, you're going to see that even in his old books, or his earlier books, it was there from the beginning,
Mhm.
So Tazadok's is his structure on the documents. It was always there from what I've known since 2017. Yeah, since 2017, 2016, it's always been there. So it was a real quick and easy type of transition for me. But I've never stopped, studying. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if you get on the donate for the webinar that's going to be, taking place, this weekend, you're definitely, you're going to be edified.
I believe that too. Now here goes this negating, right? That Brother Tazarok was talking about earlier. Look. Over here, we don't have money issues. That's one thing I don't have an issue with because I got jobs. But as far as timing is concerned, I have no idea whether I'll make this webinar. But whatever ones that I may have to deal or do with in the future, I should be a part of that. But because of that, my plan was to purchase your books because I noticed, because I've been subscribed to you since 2018. And I noticed that you, like myself in so many ways, but you're more stronger in your presentation of things than I am. But you tell them all the time to burn the midnight oil. Now, I burn the midnight oil on a lot of different other books and stuff like that. Like I got a lot of books I just purchased and the things that I'm reading. But I also was looking for a mentor because I noticed that with some of these things that we read, I may be able to even, comprehend them to an extent, but to put them into action, or to see them in action, that's where the buck stops. Because just because you have knowledge of something don't necessarily mean that you won't operate in fear. So I see that as important to read, but also to have a mentor as well. So I was going to read your books before I even decide to have any kind of conversation with you because I saw how you handle yourself. Because I don't want to, I don't want to be a burden to the conversation due to the fact that I don't have the knowledge because you already wrote your books. And when people asking these questions to you, it's like, you done heard these questions millions of times. When somebody gonna ask you something different or ask you something in contrast with what they read from your books. So that's why, I'm real cautious about, coming forth because I want to actually put the work in first and then come to you and talk to you about, what I might see moving forward.
Roger that.
Because even in my class, I have to deal with that at my, my students.
Yeah, I was talking about.
I try to get them to read.
Yashabim, learned about me in 2017, but I was talking about this whole quantum language stuff way back 2013, man. If you look at some of the older videos, you'll see that.
Yeah, how I ran into you was through you teaching about the postal service and how to handle your business when you're doing these things. And then from there, it's just like it just lit a fire. But you know, I also seen people speaking similar information as you.
Mhm.
But to be honest with you, from my perspective, I haven't seen anyone stay as strong and consistent as you. So I salute you for that because that's what's drawing me to you even more right now. So you should see me in the near future. Maybe it's not going. I don't think it's going to be this weekend because it wasn't in my plans. But you should see me in one of your seminars, classes, or even calling you just for coaching assistance. Because I looked at your number, I looked up the website and everything. So at the end of the day, I'm not struggling from debt at the moment, but I am a debtor based on the definition of it, and I want to learn how to operate properly because I hear so many different things that you don't have to do the UCC and you don't have to, become a superior party creditor to do this, that, and the third. So, just what I did instead of, just listening to everything and everybody else, I just started reading and read what, where the source of the information is coming from so that I can be aware to what I'm listening to when I'm listening to it. So that's the main reason I'm coming towards you for these books as well, because you have, you
Yeah,
spoke on it.
you're probably gonna have to divorce that concept of listening to many people. That's gonna end up a bunch of confusion. Who's this guy? Simmons said he's gonna donate for the webinar shortly. Where are you from, young brother? Mr. William Simmons. You're invited to come on to the room if you want to, young brother. William Simmons. Name looks familiar. Came on this channel before, Yashibi. What's going on, C? Webinar shortly.
What's happening, man? Just listening, taking all the information in.
Mr. William Simmons. Oh yeah, who's that background noise coming from, man?
No, that was C.
All right. And see YouTube.
Taking in all the information, listening to all this, man. Just listening, taking all the information. It's good knowledge.
Yeah, see, you got a echo right there. I think your YouTube or something's up.
Should be good now.
Yeah, appreciate that though, Kevin. Yeah, go ahead. I'm probably gonna shut it down after this, man.
Well, I appreciate you as well, brother. Basically, it's some more stuff that I definitely need to learn from, that I believe I need to learn from you, because the way you teach the scriptures is totally different than anything I've ever really came across. And in 2019, I read the whole Bible from front to back in 36 days or something. Yeah, like 36 days. And, when I read it, some things actually started to make sense that I wouldn't have been able to see at first. But then I noticed that you started holding class a little bit more. And that's when I also started to see Yasha Bing, that you guys would speak about the scriptures from a whole different perspective that I never even heard of or took into consideration. But I also noticed that, you use Hebrew meanings and things like that. So I also not use Hebrew meanings, but you speak from the Hebrew perspective. So I read, I didn't read the Bible in full in Hebrew, but I noticed that certain words were written in Hebrew as well. So that led me to, different things. But
yeah. Yep. Appreciate it. Hey, Benaiah, some dude named William Simmons. Look, like he's using your picture, man. You might want to go and follow him, man. Seen some jackass using your same image, man. I had William Simmons on the screen. You might want to check him out. Looks like it might be a hacker.
Oh, funny, bro. Oh, funny.
These cats, man. I don't get it. You stole your damn picture, man. Stole your damn your thumbnail, man. Same thumbnail you just had. This dude was logged on with it.
People.
It's crazy. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm finna the link is in the bottom of this video. I'm gonna, after this call ends, I'm gonna hit the link. Finna travel soon, about to go to the gym, but I'm gonna.
Are you going to the gym?
Yeah, Con. I like to go when there's nobody in there, like right about now.
Damn, it's after 11, man.
Yeah, I get up. I do this at night, and then I get up in the morning and try to do a little bit of cardio, jump rope.
I used to go, man, until they done that. This whole, you know what I mean. But you're kind of right. If no one's there, that's cool. H. Jones.
I didn't see you here, but I didn't see you there.
H. Jones, we can hear your background. You might not want us to hear that. Something might slip out. It's not supposed to be hard.
That was actually my background.
Oh,
My apologies.
H. Jones. H. Jones. They fell out. They fell out quicker than a high school dropout.
Yeah, man, but I don't want to waste too much more of y'all time, man. I just want to salute everyone that's on here, especially Tazadat and Yasser Bean for sticking together and keeping everything going.
No, that's no waste.
Oh, H. Jones, yeah, you good, you good, okay.
Yeah, my main question was just about the technology. That's all.
All right, brother. H. Jones, you was on here the other night, man. Why you always in the dark, man? Looks like you got bad eyesight. You wear glasses or something? You look like mad Chinese right now. Either you've been getting low off or something, or you looking like a black Chinese right about now. Look at his eyes, man.
Nah, just low light. That's all.
Need some light in there. Look how dark he got it, man. Yeah, dark, man.
All right, hold on.
I'm saying, man, you on your vision like that. Looking at a TV or computer screen in the dark is not good.
No.
Destroys the retinas.
Hey, C, did you have a specific question out, brother?
CB on here.
Nah, not really. I'm just tuning in, listening, catching all the information.
Oh, okay.
CB getting it, man. Getting that real estate, man.
I get the real estate, but this stuff right here is a whole nother level.
Yeah, but I mean, it shows you how to turn it up on the real estate, though, man. If you handle it right, you can turn it up, man. You get that real estate, man. Control of it, man. I'm trying to learn how to perfect these land patents, man. So you can own it. Be simple.
Fee simple or Lodio title. Is that?
Yeah, Lodio title. They're destroying a lot of those, but yeah, that would be nice. Just trying to take away that trust, man. H. Jones, what's going on, King?
Yeah, nothing too much.
What you got, man?
Man, just enjoying the lesson and trying to get situated to get on the webinar if I can. I checked out.
Which territory are you at?
Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois.
Well, you came up hard. No wonder you look like that. I take it back, man. My apologies.
No.
Your life is already hard enough. You still in Chicago, man. You made it past 21.
Yeah.
Good, man. Now, when you keeping it dark, man, you want to miss the drive-by bullets. Turn it back on. My bad. It's on my conscience, man. Turn it back off, H. Turn it off. Hey up. Turn it off, man. Turn your light back off. Hey, now you on the road, man. In the '90s, man, if you drove with your headlights on, man, it was on and popping.
Right.
They would set it because of that, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they would set it just because of that. You pass on your headlights on, boom. They do a Yui, boom, shoot you up.
Wow.
Hey Taz, what's that land patent thing about?
I don't know what you mean.
You were saying something about land.
Yeah, I've been doing some research on that, man. I had to, get control of land, man. It's like I got about 2,000 papers to read on that, man. I had that for a minute, man. I'd be so swamped with things, man. I can't really put the time into it like I want to, but I gotta eventually get to it. I can't tell. I don't really speak on something, man, until I totally feel comfortable with it, man. I don't really speak on it or try and tell anyone else anything about it. I don't like to give half information. So if no one else got anything, man, we're gonna go ahead and close this down, man. It's at the 11, man. H. Jones just came in the show. Mikael, you got anything? Anyone? Jacob, wake up. Marty Ma. Nobody got anything? Let's shut it down, man. See people Saturday, most high willing. Need to get some rest anyway, man.
Con.
Come.